Different seasons of our lives need different styles of homes. Starter homes for young families, more bedrooms as we have more kids, and then maybe a scale back as empty nesters or we want less responsibility. A great realty team can help with these transitions. We welcome back Georgia Salaverri and Stephen Windsor from Salaverri Windsor Group to guide us through. Great to see you again.
Thank you.
You have a great word for this concept, and I am knee deep in it personally right now. So tell us what you've named this.
So right-sizing, it's really not about making things smaller. It's about taking a look at your home and how your lifestyle is and how you live, and then just cutting your cloth accordingly. You know, making whether it's a 5,000 square foot home for 2 people in there. You know, you really got to take a look at it and hopefully free up some time by getting yourself to a place that's more suited to your needs today than it was yesterday.
And maybe too, it's not even about downsizing the home, but the yard or the upkeep or how you want to spend your time.
Well, and that's why we call it right-sizing, because it's what's right for you at that time in your life. It can be a young kid that's just out of college looking for a small apartment to get started, and then they grow into larger homes as their life progresses. Or it can be somebody that just says, you know what, I've had enough of the big house and I'm ready to go to something simpler.
So here's the thing, when we make these transitions, and we're grappling with this in my household right now, it definitely has some emotion attached to it.
Absolutely.
It's either hard to give things away or hard to feel like you're losing your space. How do you coach people through that?
Moving house at any point is a big deal in your life. You know, whether you're older or younger, it's a big step. And really, we provide a white glove service. We guide our clients step by step through the process. We set the expectations. You know, this could happen, this could happen. And we really just take them by the hand, and we're that kind of shoulder for them to lean on, both as advisors and really just being what they need in the right moment, what they need to make that informed decision to get them to the next step.
What type of things do we think about when we choose to right size?
So you want to think about, how do you want to live? You want to travel a lot, so maybe you don't want the maintenance of a yard. Maybe you want something that's turnkey. Maybe you want something that's smaller in a better location that's more suited to what you enjoy doing. Lots of people move downtown because they want to be close to all of the action downtown, the restaurants, the theaters, everything that they can easily get to without having to drive.
Yeah, and that's got to be a factor here. Maybe you want to spend less time in traffic.
Well, that's one of the things I always say about Sarasota. It has something for everybody, whether it's a single-family home in the suburbs, or beach bungalow, a downtown condo. You may have moved here 30 years ago with a different need than you have today, and then we have that in town for them to then say, I mean, we just did this for a couple right now on Leda.
Yeah, and here's the thing I think that is so great about our area. You can live at the beach, you can live downtown, you can live on land, you can live in the middle and sort of, you know, spoke around it all. So it just, I think it takes people to understand maybe what they want and that it is there.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've also assembled a team of people to help. So if they need a moving company, they need a plumber, they need, you know, whatever it is, someone to clean the house after they move out or before they move in, we help with all of that. So we try to make it as easy as possible and as less stress as possible on everyone.
And that's appreciated, because we all know that moving is a process. All right, well, when we think about moving, it's always fun to look and see what the options are, right? So you brought us 3 featured properties for May, which we are excited to share. Let's start first, I believe, in Venice. Yeah,
so this is by far one of the best value properties I see right now on the market. $468,000 gets you a brand new impact built, hurricane withstanding, no damage, beautiful outdoor kitchen, extended lanai. We see those hurricane shutters in there as well, even with those windows. So if you are in there, you get a little bit more space to enjoy. Really, Grand Palm's one of the best neighborhoods for multiple generations, whether you've got grandkids or kids. They've got incredible facilities down in Grand Palm, and it's a beautiful Neil community that I think would suit anybody, whether they're, you know, a young couple starting off, or perhaps, you know, some snowbirds is perfect.
All right, some nice options there. Also, Excelsior Loop in Venice.
another great property for a starter home. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in Excelsior Loop. It's just listed at $367,000. Also, we have some new cabinetry in there, great floor plan, gorgeous yard, and really just a great price in a great location.
And nice to see that there are really some nicely priced properties here on the Suncoast. I feel like now we're starting to be like, oh, we're so expensive. So it really does depend on location. Now, that said, when you go to the beach, things definitely get a little more pricey, and there's a good reason why. So let's quickly talk about Siesta Key.
Well, this one is in Midnight Sea, which is right off the South Bridge. You can walk to the deeded beach that it belongs to the townhome community. It is a townhome. It has 3 different levels, a nice garage, and it's a beautiful setting where you can walk to the beach, but you can also walk to the village, and easy access on and off the island from the bridge.
So many different options right here on the Suncoast, and so many different size options as we go throughout life. And I appreciate you sharing the term right-sizing, because I think that's a good goal for all of us wherever we are in life. For more information about any of the properties you just saw, or to explore the concept of right-sizing for you, you can find Georgia and Stephen by going to SalaverriWindsorGroup.com.